In 2013, Aquatic Wetline made its debut as an aquarium hobbyist podcast. It was hosted by Alex Cardinale, an aquarium hobbyist with a passion for tropical fish since the age of 12.
Aquatic Wetline was very successful because Alex shared his love and passion for fish keeping like only he could. You could hear the love of fish and passion for caring and educating about the fish in his voice. It attracted new hobbyists and even experienced hobbyists to tune in.
Aquatic Wetline went on hiatus for a couple of years. Now Alex has brought it back, this time right here on YouTube. Alex will host new episodes of Aquatic Wetline Fish Keeping Podcast, but it will be in video format and you may get to see some of Alex's personal fish.
Alex will discuss everything aquarium related from fresh to salt. What aquarium topic is in the aquarium for discussion tonight? Let's find out. Fish keepers, if you enjoy the show, please share the YouTube video URL on your social media. Now here is Alex.
It's Halloween season and the spooky aquatic monster fish are out and about. Alex and Aquatic Wetline proudly present Monster Fish Month. Alex will discuss various monster fish species that are available in the aquarium hobby. Monster fish that will be discussed this Halloween spooky season include gars, bikers, lungfish, and more, including fish that can cause harm. Alex is a monster himself and he loves monster fish, so this month it's his calling. Aquatic Wetline and Alex proudly present this Monster Fish Month special.
Hello, tropical fish keepers! Welcome to Aquatic Wetline, and welcome to another Monster Fish Month special. I'm your host, South American fish keeper, and a guy who knows a thing or two about monster fish, Alex Cardinale. Halloween is quickly approaching. It is almost 2 days away, and Monster Fish Month continues tonight here on Aquatic Wetline. Tonight, I am literally going to talk about some fish that can shock you. Yes, that's right. There are some monster fish out there that can shock you. There are some freshwater fish species that have electric organs and can cause harm to fish and other animals, with humans being included. Electric eels and catfish are just examples of the freshwater fish that have electric organs. So today on Aquatic Wetline Monster Fish Month, I'm going to talk about electric fish and everything you need to know about these electric fish. I will talk about electric eels, knifefish that have electricity. I will talk about electric catfish and more. Should you have any questions on electric fish, please post them in the comments below. If you want to share your thoughts on electric fish, please post them in the comments as well. As always, I want to thank everyone for tuning in, and I sincerely hope you enjoy the show. Now, before we get started, I have kept a couple of fish that are considered to have electric organs. I have kept the elephant nose fish. I have kept the black ghost knife, and my father has kept the electric catfish. But in the future, I definitely would like to keep the electric catfish. So let's go ahead and get this show started. And we're going to start by discussing what to know about electric fish. Now, an electric fish is any fish that can generate electric fields. Most electric fish are also electroreceptive, meaning that they can sense electric fields. The only exception is the stargazer family. Electric fish, although a small minority, include both oceanic and freshwater species. So there are electric fish in both freshwater and saltwater, and both cartilaginous and bony fishes as well. Electric fish produce their electrical fields from an electric organ. This is made up of electrocytes, modified muscle or nerve cells, specialized for producing strong electrical fields used to locate prey, for defense against predators, and for signaling, such as in courtship. Electrical organ discharges are two types, pulse and wave, and vary both by species and by function. Electric fish have evolved many specialized behaviors. For example, the predatory African sharp-toothed catfish eavesdrops on its weakly electric mormid prey to locate it when hunting, driving the prey fish to develop electric signals that are harder to detect. Blunt-nosed knifefish produce an electrical discharge pattern similar to the electrolocation pattern of the dangerous electric eel, probably a form of mimicry to dissuade predators. Fish in several groups have the ability to deliver electric shocks powerful enough to stun their prey or repel predators. Weakly electric fish generate a discharge that is typically less than 1 volt. These are too weak to stun prey and instead are used for navigation, electrolocation in conjunction with electroreceptors in their skin, and electrocommunication with other electric fish. The major groups of weakly electric fish are the morymids and knifefish from Africa and South America. Strongly electric fish, namely the electric eels, the electric catfishes, the electric rays, and the stargazers, have an electric organ discharge powerful enough to stun prey or be used for defense and navigation. The electric eel, even when very small in size, can deliver substantial electric power and enough current to exceed many species' pain threshold. Electric eels sometimes leap out of the water to electrify possible predators directly, as has been tested with a human arm. The amplitude of the electric output from these fish can range from 10 to 860 volts, and that is very powerful for an electric fish. So that is what we should know about electric fish. Now let's start talking about some of the electric fish species that are out there, and we'll start with perhaps the most infamous electric fish, and that is the electric eel. The electric eel, a very ugly, a very creepy, a very scary fish that is perfect for this time of year, and that is perfect for Halloween. This is what the electric eel looks like, and this is the electric eel that you'll see at the New England Aquarium in Boston. This is the electric eel from the New England Aquarium display. They have a beautiful electric eel there. Now, despite their name, electric eels are not related to the true eels, and therefore they are not eels. But electric eels are members of the electroreceptive knifefish. Electric eels can grow up to 8 feet in length. They live in the murky streams and ponds of the Amazon and Orinoco basins of South America, feeding mainly on fish, but also amphibians and even birds and small mammals. As air breathers, they must come to the surface frequently. They also have poor eyesight, but can emit a low-level charge, less than 10 volts, which they use like radar to navigate and locate prey. So the electric eel is a pretty cool fish, if I say so myself. They are nocturnal, air-breathing animals with poor vision, complemented by electrolocation. They mainly eat fish. Electric eels grow for as long as they live, adding more vertebrae to their spinal column. Males are larger than females. Some captive specimens have lived for over 20 years. It has also been suggested that electric eels can control their prey's nervous systems and muscles via electrical pulses, keeping prey from escaping or forcing it to move so they can locate it, but this has been disputed. In self-defense, electric eels have been observed to leap from the water to deliver electric shocks to animals that might pose a threat. The shocks from leaping electric eels are powerful enough to drive away animals as large as horses. Now, I personally have seen a video on Facebook where an electric eel was trying to be eaten by a South American crocodile or a caiman, but the electric eel killed the caiman with those electrical pulses. So there are no natural predators of electric eels because if they try to eat the electric eel, they will be killed by the voltage. Now, human deaths from electric eels are extremely rare. However, multiple shocks can cause respiratory or heart failure, and people have been known to drown in shallow water after a stunning jolt. I certainly would not want to mess with an electric eel. Like I said, I've seen a caiman get killed, and I'm sure anacondas that try to eat the electric eels in South America suffer the same fate. So that is the infamous electric eel, perhaps the world's most famous electric fish. Shout out to Garcia Aquatics, who's in the house. Garcia says, "Hey, Mr. Alex, how are you? I am doing great. Today was a rather great day. I had an earlier live stream today where I talked about lungfish, and now I'm talking about electric fish, and I went bowling. The only bad thing so far today is that the Buccaneers probably lost, but that's okay. So I'm glad that you're watching, and hopefully you're enjoying the video today. So that is the electric eel. Now we're going to move on to a fish that is more well known in the aquarium hobby because not many people keep the electric eel because the electric eel grows to such a large size. The next electric fish is the black ghost knifefish, one of my favorite South American knifefish. And this is an image of what a black ghost knifefish looks like. Black ghost knives range from Venezuela to the Paraguay Parana River, including the Amazon basin. Like I said, they are very popular in the aquarium hobby. The black ghost knife can range in size from a foot to about 18 inches, but generally speaking, in the aquarium hobby, the black ghost knife will rarely exceed 12 inches. It is a community knife fish, but it will gladly devour neon tetras and guppies, so don't keep them with little fish. Keep them with angels, keep them with severums, waru, Buenos Aires tetras, and other large tetras, and you should be okay. Also, don't keep them with aggressive cichlids or other aggressive fish that will harass them and stress them out because they will perish. They do not handle stress very well. When keeping the black ghost knife in the home aquarium, make sure there are hiding spots. Like a PVC pipe is a good type of hiding spot for the black ghost knife. Very easy fish to keep in the aquarium hobby, and I'm sure I'll keep one again, and I'm sure I'll do a care guide for you. The black ghost knife fish is a weakly electric fish as a result of the electromotor and electrosensory systems it possesses. While some fish can only receive electric signals, the black ghost knife can both produce and sense the electrical impulses that it puts out. So the black ghost knife, a very cool knife fish, and it is an electric knife fish, which is really, really cool. Another knife fish that has some electricity in its body is a very rare knife fish in the aquarium hobby. It is very expensive, but it's also very beautiful as well. I definitely would buy this, and that is the zebra knife fish. The zebra knife fish, as you can see, is very beautiful. The zebra knife can grow to 11 inches in length. It is considered to be very rare and commands a high price when available. Now, with it being rare, I think it's safe to assume that this is a very seasonal fish, meaning that when it's available, it's usually in season. Now, I definitely want to get a zebra knife, and when I have money and when I find them, I'm definitely going to grab one. One of the distinguishing characteristics of the zebra knife is the anal fin, which reaches to the very tip of the tail. They also have poor vision, so to accommodate the poor eyesight, they have an organ that produces an electric field that will also detect objects and movements around it. This helps with navigating and hunting. And it also uses this unique electric field as a way to communicate with other knife fish that are nearby in South America. So you'll find the zebra knife in Peru, Brazil, Venezuela, and other areas of South America. The zebra knife fish is a very cool fish. So now we're going to move away from knife fish and we're going to talk about a very popular mormid in the aquarium hobby that is electric. As a matter of fact, all mormids from Africa are electric. This includes the baby whales. This includes the Peter's elephant nose, the double trunk elephant nose. Any mormid that comes from Africa into the aquarium hobby is electric. Now, mormids are a cool oddball fish, perfect for Halloween, and they're a cool oddball fish to keep in the aquarium hobby. Wet Spot Tropical Fish has the best selection of mormids in North America, and they ship all over the United States of America. So if you're looking for a mormid, check out Wet Spot Tropical Fish. Now, the problem with mormids is that they can be hard to get to eat. I tried keeping an elephant nose once, and I could not get it to eat because I kept it with other aggressive eaters. But I definitely, now that I have a community tank going, I am really strongly considering getting some elephant nose and feeding it bloodworms, mysis shrimp, and stuff like that. But before I get elephant nose, I'm going to talk with some experts on this fish and learn how to keep it properly. So that's the next fish we're going to talk about, mormids. Like I said, all mormids have the electric organ, but we're going to talk about the Peter's elephant nose, also simply known as an elephant nose. Look how gorgeous the elephant nose fish really is. Now, the elephant nose is native to the rivers of West and Central Africa, and particularly the lower Niger River Basin, the Ogun River Basin, and the upper Cherry River. It prefers muddy, slowly moving rivers and pools with cover, such as submerged branches. A trunk-like protrusion on the head. This is actually not a nose, but it's a sensitive extension of the mouth that it uses for self-defense, communication, navigation, and finding worms and insects to eat. The elephant nose fish is weakly electric, meaning that it can detect moving prey and worms in the substrate by generating brief electric pulses with the electric organ in its tail, but it does not stun prey with the electric um, abilities that it has. Now, keeping the elephant nose in the aquarium hobby is somewhat difficult. They are somewhat of a needy fish. They need a sand substrate. They need foods like bloodworms and mysis shrimp, and they need to be kept with fish that aren't going to harass it. Because they're a fish that needs to be kept with community fish, they're also a schooling fish. So keep that in mind. But when I get elephant noses, I will do a care guide on the elephant nose for you. I think the elephant nose is a very cool monster fish, even though it generally grows to 8 inches, but it's still a cool, unique oddball fish, which is perfect for Halloween because, after all, Halloween is all about oddballs, right? The elephant nose, very, very cool fish. And I think they look great in a school of 4, 5, or 6. So you can keep an elephant nose in a 75-gallon, 90-gallon, and larger. The elephant nose, a very, very cool fish. All right. The next fish we're going to talk about is another knife fish, but it's a knife fish that comes from Africa. Now, Ohio Fish Rescue has one of these knife fish. They are very aggressive and they must be kept by themselves because they will kill other fish and they'll eat them. They love killing other fish. They're very, very, very aggressive. And it is for that reason that you'll never see me keeping this fish because I'm not a fan of a single solitary fish per aquarium. So the next fish that is capable of producing electricity is the Abba Abba knifefish. And even though the Abba Abba knifefish is a very cool looking fish, I'll never keep it because it is way too aggressive for me. The Abba Abba knifefish is one of the largest growing knifefish out there. The Abba Abba knife can reach up to 5.5 feet in length, and it can weigh over 40 pounds. Holy shit. The Abba Abba knife has an electricity producing organ that runs through most of its body. Unlike the electric eel, this organ does not generate enough voltage to stun its prey, so it's most likely used for navigation and for finding food. But like the electric eel, it is the only species in its genus, and it too uses its electric field for a variety of things. The electric field helps the Abba knifefish identify objects in water, including food, and gives it spatial orientation. The Abba Abba knifefish is found in the Nile River, Niger River, Volta, Chad, Senegal, and Gambia basins, and Lake Rudolph in Africa. Now, the Abba Abba knifefish is super aggressive, as I stated, and they must be kept in an aquarium by themselves. But since this fish can grow up to 5.5 feet, that would be a massive, massive tank or pond you would need to house this fish. So it's of my humble opinion that the electric eel that grows to 8 feet and the Abba Abba knife, which grows to 5 feet, Those are two electric fish that don't belong in the aquarium hobby. They are definitely powerful and spooky fish, but too big for home aquariums. You know what? I just realized that Africa has some pretty cool oddball fish. I love South America for their cichlids, their catfish, and their tetras, but I gotta say, I love Africa for all their oddballs. Africa, you get the bikers, you get butterfly fish, you get electric catfish, you get knife fish, and a whole plethora of other oddball fish. I might start a second series, the sister series to Life in the Amazon. I might do Life in the African Rivers. That would be pretty cool as well. All right. Right now, I think it's the perfect time to go ahead and take our intermission. Our intermission is being brought to you by our supporters, Aquatic and Exotic, a fish store in Stuart, Florida, that provides aquarium hobbyists with quality tropical fish and aquarium supplies. And Little Egypt Aquarium Club. Need fish food, need aquarium supplies, but can't find them locally? Need rapashi? Check out Little Egypt Aquarium Club and save 10% by using discount code ALEX. When I come back, I'm going to wrap up the show by talking about the electric catfish, perhaps my favorite electrical monster. We're back with more right after this, a word from our supporters.
Are you a tropical fish keeper living in South Florida? You need to check out Aquatic and Exotic in Stuart, Florida. Aquatic and Exotic is home to quality freshwater and saltwater tropical fish. You will find African cichlids, South and Central American cichlids, goldfish and koi, and exotic fish. We also supply aquarium supplies like filters and heaters, aquariums, and lights. We also have quality fish food brands. Aquatic and Exotic is open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturday 10 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Sunday 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Questions? Give us a call at 772-781-4046. Stop on by and check us out. 1525 A.C.E. Lockhart Street, Stuart, Florida 34994.
Aqua Alex here, and I'm proud to partner with Little Egypt Aquarium Club. Little Egypt Aquarium Club was founded by my friend Jeremy Stellhorn. Little Egypt Aquarium Club provides aquarium hobbyists with quality aquarium supplies. You will find sponge filters, pleco caves, and so much more. Little Egypt Aquarium Club also has quality fish foods. You'll find things like rapashi. Rapashi is a name brand fish food perfect for placostomus, community fish, and even monster fish. You'll find medicated fish foods as well. Aqua Alex and Jeremy Stellhorn are teaming up to save you some money. If you use my discount code, which is Alex, you will get 10% off your order. So go to littleegyptaquariumclub.com right now, place an order, and use coupon code ALEX, and you will save 10% on your order. Now back to the fish chat. Welcome back to Aquatic Wetline Monster Fish Month Special. And tonight we have been talking about electrical fish. If you're just tuning in now, you missed my discussion on what to know about electrical fish. I've talked about electric eels and some other electrical fish, but that's okay. You can watch the show in the replay and watch what you've missed. Right now, in our main event, we're going to go ahead and talk about the electrical catfish, my favorite electrical fish of them all. So let's learn about the electrical catfish, shall we? And let's see a picture of what an electric catfish looks like. It looks like a baked potato. It kind of looks like a potato, doesn't it? Very cool fish. And also, it is my opinion that the electric catfish kind of looks like a dog-faced puffer from saltwater. Now, the electric catfish can be found in Africa. It is mostly found in the Nile River. The electric catfish grows pretty big. It can grow to 3 feet in length. But generally, in the aquarium hobby, the electric catfish will max out at about 2.5 feet. That's still a pretty large catfish. The electric catfish is just like any other catfish. It loves to eat and will eat pretty much anything, including small fish that can fit in its mouth. So I recommend feeding the electric catfish raw seafood like shrimp, tilapia. You can feed them live earthworms, live ghost shrimp, crawfish, and also try to get pellets involved in their diet. Now, as far as tank mates goes, electric catfish have the capability of stunning and killing their tank mates because of the electric abilities they have in their bodies. Most people will tell you it's not recommended to have tank mates with electric catfish. I myself have never kept electric catfish, but my father has. And when he had electric catfish, he had no tank mates. But there are people out there that have had success keeping other fish with electric catfish. They're probably not active enough where they're going to constantly chase after their tank mates. But what I would worry about is at nighttime when the electric catfish is active and the other fish are sleeping, that might be the time where the electric catfish tries to be a predator and stun the fish with the electricity and eat it. However, science has proven that synodontis catfish can live with electric catfish. They are able to withstand the jolt from an electric catfish. Now, electric catfish are the second fish behind electric eels that deliver enough voltage to temporarily stun predators and anything that tries to touch the electric catfish. I myself would love to keep an electric catfish, and maybe one day in the future, I will keep an electric catfish. Pretty cool catfish, if you ask my humble opinion. All right, I've had a blast talking about fish that can literally shock you. Fish that can scare you with a shock. It has been a blast for me, Aqua Alex, to talk about scary fish that can shock you. With Halloween coming up in 2 days, it's time to conclude Monster Fish Month for 2022. Monster Fish Month concludes tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, right here on Aquatic Wetline on my YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinelli. Tomorrow, I will talk about fish species that can cause harm to humans. These will include the lionfish, moray eels, piranhas, and more. So don't miss the finale of the 2022 Monster Fish Month tomorrow, October 28th, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, where I talk about fish that can cause harm. If you're a new viewer to my YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinelli. Thank you for watching, Fish Keepers. Have a great rest of your day or night. I appreciate your view. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Happy fish keeping. Happy monster fish keeping. Thank you for watching, and take on, everybody. Happy fish keeping. It's Crazy Tiger Alex Cardinelli, and I am hosting the Halloween 2022 Bash. I'm inviting all of you, all you scary ghost, goblins, and monsters to be a part of the Halloween 2022 bash hosted by me, Crazy Tiger Alex Cardinelli. On the Halloween bash this year, there will be appearances from Chef Alex and Aqua Alex Cardinelli. What cooking recipes will Chef Alex give out? What monster fish will Aqua Alex talk about on the Halloween bash? There will also be Halloween discussion and scary stories with crazy Tiger Alex Cardinelli. Crazy Tiger Alex Cardinelli will also discuss his favorite cat, tigers, and tiger attacks on humans. So it's going to be a fun Halloween bash this year, filled with Halloween stories and a lot of Halloween fun. The Halloween 2022 bash airs live Halloween night, Monday, October 31st, 2022, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, only on my YouTube channel, The Legendary Alex Cardinelli. Happy Halloween, everybody, and I will see you Halloween night, Crazy Tiger Alex Cardinelli. It's going to be great.